Okay, so next, now that we have Typekit enabled and synced below, let's go to our theme options. And here we can change a lot of stuff here and get into a lot of trouble. But what we need to do first is go down here to this settings wheel, select it, and we have our preferences, colors, and fonts. So for my headings, what I'm going to do is I am going to scroll down to where it says Typekit, and here we need to enter our embed code again. Oops, let me close that out. So get our Typekit code, put it there, hit refresh, and save fonts. And then now for our headings, if we scroll up here and select Typekit ITC Avant-Garde, we can preview it. We can see what it will look like with bold. And then for body copy, we could select that. We can say Mrs. Eves, right? If you want to preview that, you could select that. Or you could do something avant-garde for book, like that. One thing to be careful about with fonts, avant-garde especially, it can look kind of weird when you have a lot of copy. But we're going to do that for our body and heading, and then we could add new if we need to, like font 3, or we could call this like subheadlines or extras or anything like that. We could name that whatever we want, and use any of our Typekit system fonts. You got to be careful with, because that person has to have that font for it to work on their computer, otherwise it won't render correctly. But if you use Typekit or Google Fonts, it will be guaranteed to render correctly. One font that is a good Google font if you're just stuck is Lato. You can see, if we go extra bold, you can see it's a nice clean sans serif. So we'll just keep that there for extras. Oops. And then colors. So let's proceed. Yes, proceed. Did I say? I did not save that. But if we go to colors, we say brand primary. And if you're working in Photoshop, you can pull your colors, right? This is just a tag logo thing I was working on. But here's my hex code. I can copy that hex code, and I can just drop that right there. I don't need to do the RGB values. I just need to drop that in there. So that's my brand primary color, and then I could say brand secondary. And I can go with this gray, so blue and gray. We could say link. We could create a different link color and link interaction. So we'll say, again, 45, oops, for that. And then link interaction, we'll do the blue. We'll go like that. We'll see how that goes, but you can add new, right? Do whatever you want to them. Yes, proceed, and we want to save this time. So you'll see why this comes in handy when we build our header.